Stevie Daniels. The time now is 4:30 on this Monday morning. Let's take a glance at your full forecast. We are starting off with some visibility issues right now. Some isolated patchy fog is beginning to develop, really dropping visibilities out by Frederick, only seeing about 1 mile this morning, 4 miles up towards Parkton in the Hereford zone. And it looks like some of that fog is starting to spread not only into northwestern portions of Baltimore County, but also into Carroll County. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visibilities drop across Westminster and even around Taneytown. As we take a glance at temps this morning, all across the state, we're starting things off in the 30s and 40s. You will need that jacket before you leave the house. We are starting the day off on a chilly note, but we are also going to kick off the last week of April on a very sunny note. So once the sun rises, we are going to be dealing with temps climbing pretty quickly. We should be back up near 70 degrees today. And I think Muddy, Mary's furry friend Muddy here, is just very excited to see all that sunshine, kind of dreaming of summertime and laying out by the pool. I don't blame him at all. We'll be dealing with light winds out of the east at about 5 to 10. So here's a look at the storm system that's actually going to impact us Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. You can see it is well focused to our west, really impacting portions of Oklahoma and even Nebraska, Kansas as well. And that system is actually going to track across the region as we get into the next couple of days. But high pressure is going to yield dry weather. We have dry skies expected through the afternoon with tons of sunshine, so you'll need to break out those sunnies, mid to upper 60s closer to the Maryland-Pennsylvania line. And then we have an increased chance for some rain showers on the horizon Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. A few showers start to build in tomorrow afternoon, but the steadiest and most widespread rain holds off until your Wednesday. This is very good news. Any amount of rain that we can get is going to be largely beneficial because we're suffering from severe drought concerns all across the northeastern portion of the state, including all of the Baltimore Metro, Anne Arundel County down towards Prince George's and even Washington, D.C. We desperately need the rain, and it looks like we could get in about a ½ inch to an inch of rain when it's all said and done over a 48-hour window. Your 7-day forecast, we drop a little bit in the temp department as we add in more clouds and some of that rain-cooled air. And then Stevie Daniels, the time now is 4:45 on this Monday morning. Let's take a glance at your super 7-day forecast. Today is going to be a fabulous day to take your furry friend for a walk. You better do this because this is going to be a beautiful day today, starting off the last week of April on a very sun-filled note and a mild note as well. Temperatures will be creeping up into the upper 60s and close to that 70-degree mark. A little bit of a change from what we dealt with over the weekend, all the rain, and also we dealt with plenty of clouds. But today we start to scour out those clouds and increase that sunshine. Tomorrow, more clouds will start to increase across the area, and we do have the chance for some rain showers, likely holding off until we head into the afternoon. So just in time for the kids to get dropped off from school, there could be some showers falling from the sky, so they might want to have the rain jacket ready to go. Especially for Wednesday. Wednesday is looking pretty soggy. We do have widespread rain. The steadiest rain looks to hold off until the afternoon into the early evening. 68 degrees for a high temperature, so temps are going to be near average as we head into the next couple of days, but then they start to fall below normal later this week. We do increase that sunshine on Thursday and Friday. A few isolated rain showers are possible. Just Stevie Daniels. The time now is 5 o'clock on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at visibility because this could be a little bit of a concern this morning for some locations, like places closer to Columbia, only seeing about 1 mile this morning, 2 out in Frederick. It's not looking terrible across our northern suburbs, but it does look like this latest visibility map that was just updated is showcasing some of that patchy fog that's starting to also seep not only into the majority of Carroll County, but also now spreading into northern Frederick County. So just be mindful of this. If you do encounter this fog, those low beams will help you navigate through it, I promise you. But once the sun continues to rise, once it wakes up, it'll start to heat the ground a little bit more, and that'll help to scour out that fog. We are starting the day off with numbers in the 40s for most, 39 degrees though out by Frederick, 41 up in Parkton and Elkton. But here's a glance at your school day forecast. The kids need the jacket this morning. We do have wide open sunshine expected today, which will help us rise back near Stevie Daniels. The time now is 5:11 on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast because visibility is going to be the main concern this morning. It looks like some patchy fog is starting to form and really impacting visibilities right around Frederick County this morning, seeing about 1 mile right now. The same case over in Columbia, 8 miles downtown along with Annapolis. It's not looking terrible near the state line, but it does look like some of that fog is starting to seep and spread into our northwestern suburbs. Have the kids walk carefully to the bus stop because of this and tell them to grab the jacket. Most of us should be hovering in the lower 40s even throughout the 8 o'clock hour. That's kind of where we are are right now, upper 30s and the lower 40s. But unlike what we dealt with over the weekend with below average temperatures, today we actually climb back near normal, and we also have a little bit more sunshine to kick off this work week. As we take a glance at your day planner, we will be rising back into the upper 60s by 3 o'clock today, and there will be some areas that actually touch 70 degrees. So a nice change from what we dealt with over the past couple of days. I know the weekend was a little bit soggy, a little bit cloud filled, but we finally increased that sunshine today. I am tracking this area of high pressure, or low pressure for that matter, that's focused just to our west. An area of high pressure focused to our north is going to have a big influence on our weather pattern today. That will slowly start to move offshore, allowing this storm system that's impacting Omaha and also Kansas, portions of Missouri and even Iowa, dealing with some of that heavy rain, even some lightning activity this morning. That's going to allow that storm system to swing through over the next couple of days, giving us beneficial rain, and even a few thunderstorms are not out of the question. But today skies are looking dry with highs in the upper 60s to even near that 70-degree mark. And then we will be dealing with some patchy fog tonight, and then over the next couple of days increasing our rain chance. Hopefully this is going to help us out with that ongoing drought that's still continuing to plague the state. And it's looking a little bit worse for areas highlighted in this orange color right here. These areas are under a severe drought. We've only received about a little bit under 1.5 inches of rain so far this month, so we are below normal. We should have already seen about 3 inches of rain since April 1st. So you can say that we are well below that. Taking a glance at your 7-day forecast, seasonable temperatures over the next couple of days, coupled with some rain chances. A little bit more widespread out there this morning, more likely forming and really impacting visibilities around Frederick. So only seeing about 1 mile right now. And then some of this fog is also beginning to spread not only through Kent County, but also Queen Anne's and northern Talbot. So here's a glance at the kids are heading out to school this morning. They will want the jacket on, I promise you, but they likely won't need it for the bus ride home today, as we are going to really warm things back up near average. We're talking about upper 60s and the lower 70s today. If you want to get outside, if you have that green thumb and you want to garden, a great day for it. Lots of sunshine as high pressure builds in, but then things start to change over the next couple of days. We increase our rain chances, which is very good news. I'll lay out more details for you coming up in my full forecast. Back to you.
All right, Stevie, thank you.
Daniels, the time now is 5:43 on this Monday morning. Let's take a glance at your full forecast. We are starting off the day feeling a little bit chilly out there with numbers in the 30s and 40s. I'm seeing temperatures in the upper 30s across Elkton, Bel Air, and even up across northern Baltimore County, like places in Parkton, or right around Parkton, right around the Hereford zone. Columbia, you guys also sit at 39 degrees, 40 down in Centerville, and feeling a little bit cooler across our far southern communities around the southern end of the Eastern Shore, from Talbot all the way over to Caroline. We do have some patchy fog that's developing. Overall, right now, visibilities are not a major concern from Easton all the way up north through Elkton, but a little bit more of a concern because of the fog out towards Frederick County. So just take your time on the roads this morning, slow down, and also you might want to leave the house a little bit earlier to get to your destination. But as the sun continues to rise and wakes up, we are going to be dealing with a lot of this fog kind of scouring out by mid-morning. We have lots of sunshine expected as we head into the afternoon, and unlike over the weekend, we're actually going to be climbing back near average because of that added sunshine, and we have a light easterly breeze anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. This storm system that's impacting portions of the Midwest, especially right around Omaha, waking up to quite the lightning show, along with that downpours as well, and even some thunderstorm activity. That system is actually going to inch closer and closer to the mid-Atlantic region. We are going to finally be dealing with some much needed beneficial rain after today. But skies will stay dry today as high pressure builds into the north. This is going to reinforce a lot of drier air all across the state and even around Virginia and the Carolinas. We'll be seeing temps in the upper 60s and low 70s today, and then we gradually start to fall back into the 40s as we head overnight. But rain chances start to increase not only for tomorrow, but especially for Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be the day where it's going to be the soggiest. That's where we deal with the more widespread, steady rain in nature. Overall, we could experience about a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain over the next couple of days, which is largely going to be beneficial given the fact that we're still suffering from severe drought concerns. Your 7-day forecast shows we take a little bit of a dip in the temp department Tuesday and Wednesday because of the added clouds and also the rain-cooled air, and then a little bit more of a dip later this week. We actually fall below normal in the temp department, only around drought concerns. But get outside today. Maybe you did some spring cleaning indoors over the weekend, but outside, enjoy this sunshine. We will be rising back up into the upper 60s to even near that 70-degree mark today, which is quite seasonal for this time of year. Rain chances start to ramp up Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So tomorrow, it looks like we could encounter a few rain showers clipping the area during the afternoon after lunchtime. And then the bulk of that steady, widespread rain takes over Wednesday afternoon and evening as the front moves through the region. Hopefully this will help us out with those drought conditions out there. We have severe drought concerns plaguing a good portion of central Maryland, even the western half of the state. I'll have details on how much rainfall we'll see as we head into the next couple of days coming up in my full forecast. Christy? Meteorologist Stevie D. The time now is 6:13 on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. If you look off in the distance, it's looking a little bit hazy out there, a little bit foggy. We do have some patchy fog that's developing across the area right now. We are starting off on a dry note, but this fog is really the big concern as it's dropping visibilities, not just around the heart of the city, but closer to Chestertown. You guys are only seeing about 4 miles this morning, 10 down in Stevensville and Easton. Less than that, Columbia. You guys are actually waking up to visibilities down to less than a quarter of a mile. That's the same case in Frederick. So use those low beams. I promise they will help you navigate through it. And we will start to see improvements. The fog will gradually start to lift as the sun continues to warm up the ground. We have temps starting off in the 30s and 40s. Not too much of a change from where they were standing a little while ago. 44 degrees in Annapolis. You need the jacket up in Parkton. Look at that, 39 degrees for you and 38 out by Frederick. We'll be back in the 60s today. Most of us will actually be hitting highs in the upper 60s, close to 70 degrees, lots of sunshine. So unlike over the weekend, we are going to see more of that bright light in the sky, some blue sky for us today, which will hopefully improve some of the conditions that we've been dealing with. Over the past couple of days, we've dealt with the clouds, we've dealt with the rain, which is good news because we do desperately need it. But we do have more rain on the horizon. Clouds will start to drift in heading into your Tuesday. And here's a look at tomorrow afternoon, right around 2 to 3 o'clock. We have some spotty showers that will clip the central portion of Maryland, right around the Baltimore Metro. Washington, D.C. could also get in on some of this rain. And believe it or not, this is all going to be ahead of that storm system that's impacting portions of the Midwest. The most steadiest and widespread rain and the heaviest rain holds off until Wednesday afternoon. This is also the time frame when we could hear a few rumbles of thunder as the core of this system tracks across the area. It moves in from west to east. So overall, this could generate about a ½ inch to an inch of rain over the next couple of days, so Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we're looking a little bit drier later this week. Here's a glance at your 7-day forecast. 70 today, we drop down a little bit over the next couple of days because of the clouds and the rain-cooled air. Mid-60s Thursday and Friday. A few showers are possible on Friday. Some of the guidance is picking up on a few spotty showers during the afternoon, kicking it off the right way the last week of April. I would definitely walk your furry friend today. Hopefully you did some spring cleaning indoors over the weekend, but today, make sure to get outside, take advantage of it because we have rain chances on the horizon. That patchy fog that we're dealing with this morning should gradually scour out by 8 to 9 o'clock. But as we take a look at your day tomorrow, we could start off with some patchy fog once again. Clouds will gradually increase throughout the day, and then we do have the chance for a few rain showers that will pop up right after lunchtime and also as we head into the afternoon as the kids head home from school. 68 degrees tomorrow, 68 as well on your Wednesday. Here's a look at Wednesday's weather. It's looking a little bit soggy. Widespread rain will take over during the afternoon and evening as you're heading home from work, as the kids are heading home from school, so you will need to break out the umbrella and also the rain jacket. We keep temps near average over the next couple of days before they actually start to trend downwards later this week. Mid-60s. We're taking a live look outside out by Owings Mills. This is a look at Caves Valley Golf Course. It's hard to see the green out there because of some of this valley fog that's still continuing to seep in, but as the sun continues to rise higher and higher in the sky, it'll help heat up the surface, scour out a lot of this fog, so we will start to see some improvements over the next couple of hours. But until then, make sure you drive very carefully this morning, reduce your speed. If you do encounter this fog, the low beams will really help you out. We do have visibilities less than a quarter of a mile in Chestertown, Columbia as well. It looks even worse out by Frederick. Not too bad, closer to the Maryland line, but up towards Elkton, seeing less than a ½ mile. So just take it slow on the roads this morning and grab the jacket. You might want to turn up the heat in your your vehicle a little bit as well, because we have temps starting off in the 30s and 40s, giving us the chilly start to the day. The kids will want the jacket as well as they head out to the bus stop. We do have temps rising back into the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. It is truly going to feel a little bit more spring-like than it has been feeling over the past couple of days. This weekend really featured not only clouds, but also on and off rain chances. Today we switch gears. We're going to start off this last week of April on a very sun-filled note. Temperatures will rise near that 70-degree mark today. That's exactly what Futurecast shows. It could be feeling a little bit cooler closer to the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, even for spots right around the Bay shoreline, like places in Stevensville and also Annapolis. But then into the overnight, clouds will gradually start to increase, especially as we head into your Tuesday. A few showers are possible tomorrow afternoon ahead of a front that's going to bring us more steady, widespread, beneficial rain heading into your Wednesday. Here's a look at that cold front. Right around the 4 o'clock hour, we'll start to see this widespread rain edge into central Maryland, even out by the western half of the state. Don't be surprised if you hear some rumbles of thunder. The Storm Prediction Center has already placed a good chunk of central Maryland, especially our southern communities, in a 1 out of 5 marginal risks. So we could be dealing with an isolated strong storm that could produce some strong damaging wind gusts and even some hail. We'll be monitoring that for you over the next couple of days as the system evolves. But on Wednesday, you want to make sure you're on guard. Your 7-day forecast: 70 today, dropping a little bit in the temp department over the next couple of days, and then falling below average Thursday and Friday. A few showers are possible on Friday afternoon.